Good afternoon, coming to you live from Unanimous Studio. We're sitting here today with VMG recording artist dereau. How you doing today, sir?
What's going on, folks?
All right, Chuck. So, what brings you to the city?
Man, I'm actually coming down here to do a photo shoot for my album Work in Progress.
Okay.
Time to go ahead and shoot the album cover photo, as well as basically just doing some surgery on some of the songs, doing some cleaning up on the mixing. So
Right.
we're about 95% done at this point.
Okay, so dereau, how did you get your name?
Dereau is actually short for my first name, which is Cordero.
Okay.
So my name has the accent over it and everything. So I just took the core off of it, made it, put a little swag on it, Dereau.
Okay, so tell me, what made you want to actually get involved in the music biz?
Well, I've always had a love for music
Mhm.
since way back in the day. Going back to old school hip hop when the gangster era first started, Snoop and Dre, and it's something that I basically just picked up, man. One day I was watching Rap City,
Mhm.
and I think it was Slick Rick and Big Boy, and I heard Street Talking.
Oh,
And
okay, yeah, classic.
I heard
classic.
Big Boy's verse on that, and I was 12 years old. I'll never forget it. I wrote my first rap. Right then and there, I went from players ball to bulldog and a bulldog and a bulldog. I said, well, I need to do that.
Exactly. Okay, I did a little background check on you. Is it true that you have like a background in the movie business or commercials and things of that nature?
That's right. I guess you could consider me a child actor of sorts. I started when I was about 10. I did my first movie. Actually, it's called Waterproof.
Okay.
So, and I did end up doing 4 more after that. So.
Okay, well tell me a few of your roles that you enjoyed doing.
I did a few different roles. My favorite one
Right.
was probably Michael Jordan, American Hero. That was back in 1999, where I played Michael Jordan at 12.
Oh, okay.
So they actually had a audition out there at West Charlotte, and
Right.
Charlotte flew us out. I ended up getting the role. Flew us out there to California for 3 weeks. Just some of the best moments of my life, man. So,
oh, okay. So did you and Jordan get to interact any?
No, never met him, man. It was an unauthorized biography. Me and Jordan gonna have to talk about that.
Oh,
He in
okay.
Charlotte now, so.
Okay, all right. So, how would you describe yourself as an artist?
I would describe myself as a thinker, first and foremost, and a person that is very keen on a lot of the things that I see.
Okay.
So I always try to put substance into my music, and my number one thing is when I put that pen to that paper, I want to write something compelling.
Okay, okay. So with that being said, would you consider yourself to be a Southern rapper in the aspect of, most Southern guys are not so much into content as hooks and things of that nature?
Oh boy, you going in. Well, I'll put it like this. I definitely consider myself a Southern artist.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm around every day. That's what I see. But I listen, and I got my style from a lot of up north artists. When you talk about from a technical aspect of rapping, your flow, the way that you punch off of your words. But I like Southern beats for the most part.
Okay, so you like that 808 hi hat.
And then I wanna do some lyrical exercises over those.
Okay. So tell me, what separates you from most rappers in the game today?
I'll just be frank with you. I would say the fact that I got something to say.
Okay. I'm
not gonna step in front of the mic because it's cool. I'm not gonna step in front of the mic because that's the flavor of the month. Make a song, just because I want to be able to go to the club and have a DJ shout me out. If I'm getting in front of that microphone, I'm saying something that I feel like is gonna reach people and that people need to hear. It's gonna be relevant.
Okay, so I guess this kind of ties into my next question. What are you bringing to the game right now?
Right now, I would say I'm bringing a lot of different things to the game.
Okay.
To give you the short answer, I would probably say content, and then also bringing depth to the game and bringing lyrical ability. But that don't mean I'm a backpacker hip hopper. I like to entertain too. I like to have fun. I have my sleazy, ignorant moments, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, when you put my album in, you're going to feel like you listen to an intelligent artist with insight and vision.
So you say you coming with a complete body of work. You're not one-dimensional as an artist.
Exactly. So we got plenty of swag and we do all that, but at the same time, I take music very seriously. You know, I love it. So I think I have a responsibility to the people that inspired me, that did it before me, to make a certain quality of music.
Okay.
So,
Well, tell me. So, who are some of the guys you have in your CD changer now? Who do you listen to? Who does Dereau listen to besides yourself?
well, really, I'm a old school cat, man.
Okay.
So right now it's crazy. Since I've gotten done with this album, pretty much I've been on like a R&B type of tip. So I'm listening to like a lot of shoot, man. Temptations. I'm listening to Ruffin. I'm listening to Tony. And of
Okay.
course as far as the hip hop, I still got plenty Pac in, Scarface, Az. So and then Dereau.
Okay. What would you say was the most important lesson you've learned from getting into this business?
I would say to show love. I would say to show love to the people that you're dealing with, and be interested in what other people are doing and what they bring to the table. It's not all about my project and what I'm trying to get across, and oh well, man, that's you. You know what I'm saying? You doing something other than what I'm trying to do, so I have no interest in it. You have to invest in other people's projects if you want people to reach out to you and be involved in yours. So that's what I learned: to show love and to connect with people. And because everybody that's in this business, they doing this because they want to be heard and they want to be successful.
Right.
So every selfish dream has a dragon. So you gotta share. Share the ball.
Great point. Great point.
Yeah.
So I guess you concentrate on building relationships.
That's the most important. That's the most important thing. Music is such a small part of it.
Okay. Well, tell me, what are some of your short-term and long-term goals in this game? Like, I guess you could say plateaus that you have for yourself personally.
Well, since I've been in the entertainment business, I've been in front of the camera a lot.
Okay.
And so this album is really the apex of that. It's really me stepping out there with my whole package.
Right.
But so that's a short term goal, is for people to know who Dereau is and to bring that to the game. Whatever I might be able to add to it.
Right.
But my long term goal is I want to work behind the scenes.
Okay.
I want to be behind that camera. I want to be on the other side of that recording booth. I want to do artist development. I want to promote, market artists.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to build entertainment other than me directly being involved with it as an artist or.
Okay, sounds good. So, enough of getting into you as a person. Let's hear about this work in progress, and that's an interesting title. Can you kind of like break that down to us, and then just kind of give us some input on the album and everything?
Sure. I titled the album Work in Progress because making an album has been something that I've always wanted to do probably since I was 15 years old.
Okay.
And so I've gotten about 75% through with 2 or 3 albums, and something happened, something get derailed. So it feels like I've been trying to make this album my whole life. So even when it's done, I'm gonna feel like it's not finished.
Right.
Even when it's out and people are listening to it and riding around and I hear it, it's still a work in progress to me, because it's almost like I don't believe it, because it's been so much time and so much effort to actually put that work together that it's like, man, that's still not done.
Right.
So that's what a concept of that. And then also just me as a person and me as an artist being a work in progress. Like what you hear today, what you hear this year, isn't reflective of where I'm gonna be 3-4 years from now. So.
Okay. Yeah. You have a real nice insight on life as well as the business. That's really good.
Appreciate that.
But on a more lighter note, you're in Panther country. So tell me, are you a Panther fan?
Man, I'll put it like this, man. Now that Cam is here,
right.
I'm a fan again. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was kind of fair weather. I gave up on them.
Yeah.
For me when they had Mac Moore and all these people and Jimmy, and they was going 1-15. Man, so I became an Eagles fan, man. I'm not even gonna lie. But now that Cam is here, I got 2 teams to root for.
Okay, so you say you like the Eagles. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know you're in VA, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's not that far. Have you had the opportunity to maybe catch an Eagles game, maybe when they played Redskins or something like that?
You know what? Actually, man, this time last year, I guess this was maybe in October, I did get to go to a game.
Okay.
It's actually my favorite AFC team, which is the Jets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out my boy Moses Foku, linebacker for the Eagles, hooked me up with tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I got to catch Philly at a home game. You know, they blew the Jets out. You know so yeah, it was nice, man.
Okay. We won't hold you too much longer, but I wanted to know as far as with this album, like who are some of the guys that you work with? Did you have any like big names, or did you just go in house, or the guys that you work with?
I basically let the music dictate the direction that I went in and who I worked with. So I didn't go out looking for a big name, but I mean I would say we definitely got some household names on here. You know, Keno Watson, of course. You know, from Bring It On fame. You know, he produced a track on my album, also sung on a couple records.
Okay.
As far as producers, we got Doug Rashid. Shout out to my boy Doug. You know, did some stuff with Coolio and Pop. I also got my boy Joker Crazy. He's an upcoming cat based out of Nashville, North Carolina. You know, he's produced for Roscoe Dash, Scrappy, and some Duct Tape. Alley Boy and them. So I just tried to let my ear. I didn't have any preconceived notions.
Right.
Or record or work with somebody based off of who they dealt with. I let the music, and if they were an established name, so be it. So
okay, so it sounds like you pretty much let the music be the driver.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good. All right, Dereau. Well, I really appreciate your time this afternoon, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to sit down and talk with you, up and coming artist. Seems like you got a big, bright future ahead of you, and we wish the best for you.
For sure, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the opportunity, man.
For sure.
All right.
All right.